What if the only thing stopping you is not your ability, not your luck, but your mindset? Today, you're going to discover how ordinary people become truly unstoppable and how you can do the same. Being unstoppable, that does not mean you never fail. It means you keep going, even when things are hard, confusing, or slow. Many people wait for motivation, but successful people create it from inside. In this video from Daily English Audio, we explore powerful ideas that can change how you think, act, and grow every single day. Point 1. Success does not come from big actions done once, it comes from small actions repeated every day with focus and patience. Many people believe they need talent or special luck to win in life, but in reality, consistency is much more powerful than talent. When you decide to improve just 1% every day, you slowly build a strong and unstoppable version of yourself. For example, if you study English for only 20 minutes daily, in 1 year you will see a huge difference in your skills. The problem is that most people stop too early because they do not see fast results. They feel tired, bored, or disappointed, and they quit before success appears. But the truth is, results are often invisible at the beginning. Like planting a seed, you must wait, water it, and trust the process before you see growth. Discipline is what helps you continue when motivation disappears. It means doing what you must do, even when you do not feel like doing it. Also, your environment plays an important role. If you are surrounded by negative people, your energy will go down. But if you stay close to positive ideas, good habits, and inspiring content, your mind becomes stronger. Another important point is self-belief. If you keep telling yourself that you are not good enough, your brain will accept it as truth. But if you train your mind to think, "I am improving every day," you will start acting differently. In the end, becoming unstoppable is not about being perfect. It is about never giving up, learning from mistakes, and moving forward step by step, no matter how slow it feels. Point 2. Fear is one of the biggest reasons why people stay stuck and never reach their full potential, but the truth is that fear is not always a bad thing. Fear is a natural reaction that tries to protect you, but in modern life, it often stops you from growing. For example, you may feel afraid to speak English in front of others because you think people will judge you. You may avoid trying new things because you are scared of making mistakes. However, every successful person has faced the same fears and decided to act anyway. Courage does not mean you are not afraid, it means you move forward even when fear is present. One powerful way to deal with fear is to take small steps. Instead of trying to be perfect, focus on progress. If you are learning English, start by speaking simple sentences every day. If you make mistakes, see them as part of learning, not as failure. Another important idea is to change how you see failure. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is a part of it. Every mistake teaches you something valuable and helps you improve. Also, overthinking can increase fear. When you think too much about what if, you create problems that are not even real. The best way to stop overthinking is to take action immediately, even if it is a small step. In addition, building confidence takes time, and it grows through experience. The more you face your fears, the stronger you become. Slowly, things that once felt scary will feel normal. Point 3. Your daily habits shape your future more than your goals or dreams, because what you do every day becomes who you are over time. Many people set big goals, like learning English fast or becoming successful, but they fail because they do not build the right habits. A goal gives you direction, but habits give you progress. For example, saying "I want to improve my English" is a goal, but studying a little every day is a habit that creates real results. The key is to make your habit simple and easy to follow. If a habit is too difficult, you will not continue it for a long time. Start small, like reading one page, listening to a short audio, or practicing for 10 minutes. These small actions may seem unimportant, but when you repeat them daily, they become powerful. Another important idea is consistency over intensity. It is better to study for a short time every day than to study for many hours only once a week. Your brain learns better through regular practice. Also, your identity is connected to your habits. If you repeat an action many times, your mind starts to believe, "This is who I am." For example, if you practice every day, you begin to see yourself as a disciplined person. This belief makes it easier to continue. In addition, you should remove bad habits that waste your time and energy, like too much social media or negative thinking. Replace them with positive actions that support your growth. Remember, you do not need to be perfect. Missing one day is not a problem, but stopping completely is. Always return to your habits and keep going. In the end, strong habits create a strong life, and step by step, they turn you into someone who is focused, confident, and truly unstoppable. Point 4. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you do, and it can either push you forward or hold you back without you even noticing it. Many people limit themselves because they believe things like "I am not smart enough," or "if I cannot do this," and over time, these thoughts become their reality. But the truth is, your mind can be trained just like a muscle. When you choose positive and realistic thinking, you start to see opportunities instead of problems. One important idea is having a growth mindset. This means you believe your abilities can improve with effort and practice. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," you say, "I can't do this yet." That small word changes everything because it keeps the door open for progress. Another powerful habit is talking to yourself in a supportive way. Your inner voice has a strong effect on your actions. If you constantly criticize yourself, your confidence will go down. But if you encourage yourself, even in small ways, you build strength from inside. Also, it is important to accept challenges instead of avoiding them. Challenges are not there to stop you, they are there to teach you something new. When you face difficulties with a strong mindset, you become more resilient. In addition, learning from others can improve your thinking. Watching inspiring content, reading useful books, or listening to educational audio can slowly change how you see the world. Over time, your thoughts become clearer, more focused, and more powerful. Remember, negative thoughts will always appear, but you do not have to believe them. You can choose which thoughts to follow. In the end, when you control your mindset and train it daily, you create a strong inner system that helps you stay calm, confident, and focused, no matter what happens around you, and this is what truly makes a person unstoppable. Point 5. Taking action is the real difference between people who dream and people who achieve, because ideas alone have no power until you act on them. Many people spend a lot of time planning, thinking, and waiting for the perfect moment, but that moment almost never comes. They tell themselves they will start tomorrow, next week, or when they feel ready, but this habit of delay slowly kills their progress. The truth is, you do not need to feel ready to begin, you become ready by starting. Action creates clarity, while overthinking creates confusion. When you take even a small step, you begin to understand what works and what does not. Another important idea is that imperfect action is better than perfect delay. If you wait to do everything perfectly, you will stay in the same place. But if you start with simple steps, you can improve along the way. For example, if you want to improve your English, start speaking today, even if your sentences are not perfect. Every time you practice, you gain experience and confidence. Also, momentum is very powerful. When you take action regularly, it becomes easier to continue. But if you stop for too long, it becomes harder to start again. That is why it is important to build a habit of action, even on days when you do not feel motivated. In addition, fear and doubt often disappear when you take action, because you move from thinking to doing. You realize that things are not as difficult as you imagined. Surrounding yourself with action-oriented people can also help you stay active and focused. In the end, success is not about waiting for the right time, it is about using the time you have right now. When you take consistent action, learn from your experiences, and keep moving forward, you create real progress and turn your goals into reality, step by step. Point 6. Time is one of the most valuable resources you have, but many people do not use it wisely, and that is why they feel stuck in life. Every day, you have the same 24 hours as successful people, but the difference is how you manage and spend that time. Some people waste hours on unimportant activities like endless scrolling, watching random videos, or delaying their work, and later they feel stressed because they have done nothing meaningful. On the other hand, productive people understand that time cannot be saved or returned, so they try to use it with purpose. One important idea is to plan your day before it starts. When you know what tasks are important, you do not waste energy deciding what to do next. Writing a simple to-do list can help you stay organized and focused. Another useful habit is to prioritize your most important tasks first, when your energy is high. This way, even if your day becomes busy, you have already completed something valuable. Also, it is important to avoid multitasking. Doing many things at the same time reduces your efficiency and increases mistakes. Instead, focus on one task and complete it well before moving to the next. In addition, learning to say no is a powerful skill. If you say yes to everything, you lose control of your time and cannot focus on your goals. Protecting your time means protecting your future. Taking short breaks is also necessary, because working without rest can reduce your performance. Balance is key. Over time, when you respect your time and use it wisely, you build a life with more progress and less stress. In the end, if you treat your time as something valuable and make better daily choices, you will move closer to your goals and create a more meaningful and successful life. Point 7. Your environment has a strong influence on your behavior, your mindset, and your results, even more than you may realize. Many people try to change their life only by using willpower, but they forget that their surroundings are constantly shaping their actions. If you are in a place full of distractions, negativity, or people who do not support your goals, it becomes much harder to stay focused and motivated. On the other hand, when your environment is clean, organized, and positive, it naturally pushes you to do better. One important step is to design your environment in a way that supports your goals. For example, if you want to study more, keep your books and materials close and easy to reach. If you want to reduce phone usage, keep your phone away while working. Small changes like these can make a big difference in your daily habits. Also, the people around you matter a lot. You do not have to change everyone, but you can choose who you spend more time with. Being around people who are motivated, focused, and positive can increase your own energy and ambition. Another important idea is the digital environment. What you watch, listen to, and read every day affects your thinking. If you consume negative or useless content, your mind becomes distracted and tired. But if you choose educational and inspiring content, your mindset becomes stronger and clearer. In addition, creating routines in a good environment helps you stay consistent. When your surroundings support your actions, you do not need to use too much energy to stay disciplined. Over time, your environment works for you, not against you. In the end, if you want real change in your life, do not only focus on motivation. Build an environment that makes success easier and failure harder, and step by step, you will become more focused, more productive, and truly unstoppable. Point 8. Gratitude and reflection are powerful habits that can dramatically improve your mindset, focus, and overall progress, even though many people overlook them. Life moves fast, and it is easy to get caught up in problems, stress, or chasing goals without stopping to notice what you already have. When you practice gratitude, you train your mind to see positive things, no matter how small, and this creates a strong foundation for confidence and motivation. For example, taking a few minutes each day to write down 3 things you are thankful for can shift your focus from what is missing to what is available, which naturally increases energy and positivity. Reflection is equally important because it allows you to learn from your experiences and avoid repeating mistakes. At the end of each day, think about what went well, what could be improved, and what actions brought you closer to your goals. This simple habit turns everyday experiences into lessons and insights that help you grow faster. Another key idea is combining gratitude and reflection with action. When you appreciate your progress and learn from your mistakes, you feel motivated to continue rather than discouraged. Over time, this habit strengthens resilience, focus, and emotional control. It also reduces negative emotions like jealousy, frustration, or fear, which can block growth. Additionally, sharing gratitude with others can improve relationships, increase support, and create a positive network around you, which makes challenges easier to handle. Remember, personal growth is not only about working hard, it is also about working smart, which includes taking time to reflect, adjust, and celebrate progress. In the end, gratitude and reflection are like fuel for your mind. They help you stay balanced, focused, and motivated, making it easier to continue building the unstoppable life you want, step by step. Point 9. Patience and persistence are 2 of the most important qualities for achieving lasting success, yet they are often overlooked in today's fast-paced world. Many people expect quick results and give up when things do not happen immediately, but real growth and achievement take time. Learning a new skill, improving your health, or building a career does not happen overnight. It is the small, consistent efforts repeated every day that create significant results over months and years. For example, learning English fluently requires regular practice, speaking with others, and slowly expanding your vocabulary and grammar knowledge. You may not notice immediate improvement, but if you continue, your skills compound and grow steadily. Persistence means continuing to act even when results are not visible, when motivation fades, or when obstacles appear. Patience means trusting the process and understanding that setbacks are part of the journey, not the end. Another important point is that comparing yourself to others often creates frustration and impatience. Everyone's path is unique, and focusing on your own progress allows you to stay consistent without unnecessary stress. Setting small milestones along the way can help maintain focus and motivation, because each small achievement reminds you that your efforts are moving you forward. In addition, developing mental resilience is key. Life will always bring challenges, distractions, and delays, but patience and persistence give you the strength to keep moving even under pressure. Over time, these qualities become habits, and you naturally respond to difficulties with calm determination rather than frustration or doubt. In the end, success is rarely the result of a single brilliant idea or instant luck. It is built step by step, day by day, by those who are willing to stay committed, practice patience, and never give up, and this is what truly separates unstoppable people from everyone else. Point 10. Self-discipline is the invisible force that separates people who dream from people who achieve, because it allows you to do what needs to be done even when you do not feel motivated. Many people rely on motivation alone, but motivation comes and goes like the weather. Self-discipline is consistent. It keeps you moving forward regardless of your emotions or circumstances. For example, practicing English every day, exercising regularly, or completing work tasks on time all require discipline more than inspiration. One important way to develop self-discipline is to create clear routines and stick to them. When your daily actions are planned, you reduce decision fatigue and make progress automatically. Another powerful method is to break large tasks into smaller, manageable steps. This prevents overwhelm and makes it easier to start, even on difficult days. Self-discipline also requires resisting short-term temptations in favor of long-term benefits. For instance, choosing to study instead of scrolling social media may feel hard now, but it pays off over time with skill, knowledge, and confidence. In addition, accountability strengthens discipline. Sharing your goals with someone you trust or tracking your progress can keep you committed. Over time, each small act of discipline becomes a habit, and these habits compound to create remarkable results. It is also important to be patient with yourself. Self-discipline is built gradually, not instantly. Every day you follow through, even imperfectly, strengthens your control over your actions. In the end, self-discipline is like a superpower. It allows you to stay focused, overcome distractions, and take consistent steps toward your goals. When combined with patience, persistence, and a strong mindset, it transforms ordinary efforts into extraordinary achievements, making you unstoppable in your journey toward success. Point 11. Embracing continuous learning is one of the most powerful habits for becoming unstoppable, because the world is always changing, and the people who succeed are the ones who adapt and grow with it. Many people stop learning after school or when they reach a certain point in their career, but this creates limits on their potential. Learning does not mean only reading books or attending classes. It means seeking new knowledge, practicing skills, and gaining experience every day. For example, improving your English, understanding technology, or learning about leadership can open opportunities that seemed impossible before. One key idea is to stay curious and ask questions about the world around you. Curiosity drives exploration and creativity, which leads to new solutions and better decisions. Another important strategy is learning from mistakes. Every failure or challenge carries a lesson, and reflecting on these lessons allows you to grow faster than those who avoid challenges altogether. In addition, observing and learning from successful people accelerates progress. By studying their habits, strategies, and mindset, you can adopt techniques that work and avoid common pitfalls. Another crucial element is consistency. Small amounts of learning every day, reading an article, listening to a podcast, or practicing a skill, compound over time into deep knowledge and strong abilities. Technology now makes it easier than ever to access information, so taking advantage of online courses, tutorials, and educational content is essential. Continuous learning also builds confidence, because the more knowledge and skills you have, the more capable you feel when facing challenges. Over time, learning becomes a mindset, not just an activity, and this mindset naturally pushes you to explore, improve, and innovate. In the end, when you commit to learning every day, your growth becomes unstoppable, your potential expands beyond limits, and you are always ready. Point 12. Building strong relationships is one of the most important factors for long-term success, because no one achieves great things completely alone. People often focus only on their own skills, knowledge, or effort, but connections with others can open doors, provide guidance, and offer support when challenges arise. A strong network includes friends, mentors, colleagues, and even people you admire from a distance. One key idea is to surround yourself with positive, motivated, and like-minded individuals who inspire you to improve. Their energy, advice, and encouragement can help you stay focused and confident, especially during difficult times. Another important point is to practice active listening and empathy. When you truly understand and care about others, they are more likely to support you and share valuable insights. Communication skills also play a critical role. Being clear, respectful, and thoughtful in your interactions builds trust and strengthens relationships. Collaboration is another benefit of strong connections. When you work with others, you combine ideas, skills, and resources, creating results that are often much greater than what you could achieve alone. Additionally, helping others without expecting immediate rewards builds goodwill and a reputation for reliability, which eventually comes back in meaningful ways. Networking is not just about meeting many people, it is about building deep, meaningful connections based on trust, respect, and shared values. Over time, these relationships become a support system that encourages growth, provides feedback, and keeps you accountable. Even small gestures, like checking in on someone, giving advice, or sharing knowledge, strengthen bonds and create long-lasting impact. In the end, focusing on relationships multiplies your opportunities, enhances your learning, and makes your journey smoother and more fulfilling. When combined with personal discipline, focus, and consistent action. Point 13. Embracing adaptability is essential for becoming truly unstoppable because the world around us is constantly changing, and those who resist change often get left behind. Many people feel comfortable with routine and familiar habits, but life does not always follow a predictable path. Unexpected challenges, new opportunities, or sudden setbacks can happen at any time. People who are flexible and willing to adjust their plans, strategies, or mindset are the ones who continue to move forward even when circumstances are difficult. Adaptability begins with an open mind and a willingness to learn from every situation. Instead of seeing changes as threats, view them as chances to grow, improve, or explore something new. For example, if your study methods or work routines stop producing results, trying a different approach can lead to better outcomes. Another key element is emotional resilience. Adaptable people manage their emotions during uncertainty, staying calm and focused instead of panicking or giving up. They also look for creative solutions rather than complaining about problems. Observation and learning from others help too. By noticing how successful people handle change, you can apply similar strategies in your own life. Additionally, developing adaptability requires stepping out of your comfort zone regularly. Trying new experiences, learning new skills, or approaching familiar tasks in a different way trains your mind to handle the unexpected. Over time, adaptability becomes a habit, and you naturally respond to changes with confidence, rather than fear or hesitation. This skill also increases your opportunities because you are willing to take risks and explore paths others might avoid. In the end, when you combine adaptability with persistence, discipline, and a strong mindset, you become someone who can handle anything life throws at you. Being flexible allows you to keep moving toward your goals under any circumstances, making you truly unstoppable. Point 14. Visualization and goal setting are powerful tools for creating success because they give your mind a clear direction and a sense of purpose, which motivates consistent action. Many people have dreams, but without clarity, those dreams remain vague and distant. Visualization is the process of imagining your goals as if they are already happening, which trains your brain to notice opportunities, make decisions aligned with your objectives, and act with confidence. For example, if your goal is to speak English fluently, Visualizing yourself having conversations, understanding native speakers, and feeling confident helps your mind create a roadmap for progress. Goal setting complements visualization by turning your dreams into actionable steps. Instead of just wishing for success, write down specific, measurable, and realistic goals with deadlines. Breaking big goals into smaller milestones makes them manageable and reduces stress or overwhelm. Each small achievement builds momentum, boosts confidence, and reinforces the belief that your efforts are producing results. Another important idea is to review your goals regularly. This keeps your focus sharp, helps you adjust your plans if needed, and ensures that distractions do not pull you off track. Pairing visualization with positive affirmation strengthens your commitment by creating emotional engagement with your objectives. Additionally, setting goals is not just about work or study. It can apply to personal growth, health, relationships, or skills. Clear goals give meaning to your daily habits and make even small tasks feel valuable. Over time, the combination of visualization and structured goal-setting trains your mind to act purposefully, reduce procrastination, and maintain consistent progress. In the end, by imagining the future you want and actively planning how to reach it, you create a mental framework that guides every decision and action. This clarity and focus make you more resilient, motivated. Point 15. Self-awareness is one of the most powerful keys to personal growth and becoming unstoppable because it allows you to understand your strengths, weaknesses, emotions, and habits and make better decisions based on that knowledge. Many people go through life reacting to situations without thinking, which often leads to repeated mistakes, wasted time, and frustration. Self-awareness helps you pause, reflect, and choose your actions intentionally. For example, if you notice that you feel anxious before speaking English in public, you can take steps to practice, prepare, and gradually overcome that fear. Another important aspect of self-awareness is understanding your triggers and patterns. Recognizing what distracts you, demotivates you, or causes stress allows you to adjust your environment, habits, and mindset to stay productive and focused. Journaling or reflecting at the end of each day is a practical way to increase self-awareness, as it lets you track progress, notice patterns, and celebrate small wins. It also helps you identify areas that need improvement without being too harsh on yourself. Self-awareness is closely linked to emotional intelligence, which helps you manage emotions, communicate effectively, and build stronger relationships with others. When you understand yourself, you can respond to challenges calmly, make thoughtful decisions, and take consistent action toward your goals. Another key point is that self-awareness encourages accountability. When you know your priorities and habits, you are more likely to follow through instead of blaming external circumstances for your outcomes. Over time, self-awareness becomes a habit, and your choices naturally align with your long-term vision. In the end, developing self-awareness strengthens every part of your journey, your mindset, focus, relationships, and habits, making it easier to stay disciplined, resilient, and unstoppable no matter what challenges or opportunities come your way. Becoming unstoppable is not about being perfect, having endless talent, or waiting for the right moment. It is about building small, consistent habits, facing your fears, learning every day, and taking action even when it feels hard. Every person you admire, every success story you hear, started with ordinary steps, repeated over time with patience, persistence, and focus. The difference is not luck, it is the commitment to growth, self-discipline, and a mindset that refuses to give up. Remember, fear, failure, or doubt will appear, but they are not signs to stop. They are signals that you are moving forward, that you are pushing past limits, and that you are learning. Surround yourself with positivity, stay curious, and always take the next small step, even if it feels invisible at first. Celebrate your progress, reflect on your lessons, and trust the process, because momentum grows quietly but powerfully. Every action you take today shapes the person you will become tomorrow, and the compound effect of your efforts will eventually turn into unstoppable energy, confidence, and results that inspire not only you but everyone around you. So start now. Take control of your habits, your mindset, and your time. Step outside your comfort zone, face challenges with courage, and keep moving forward, no matter what. Life rewards action, persistence, and those who refuse to settle for less. You have the power to change your life, and every small choice adds up to massive impact. Believe in your potential, trust yourself, and commit to becoming unstoppable. This is your journey, your growth, your time. Make it count.